10,559 feet. We're going to be reaching a top destination today of 10,378 feet in altitude. That's just about 3,153 meters in altitude. Meaning, guys, are going to be going through a few different climatic life zone changes. Your ears may pop a few times. This is perfectly normal. We're also going to be traveling through a few different vegetation zones. You guys will be seeing some different trees and vegetation as you go up. Now, this first vegetation zone we travel through down here is known as the Upper Sonoran Desert Valley. Here we got small trees such as the yucca, pinon, and juniper. We have small cactus such as the cholla and garden cactus. We also have lots of sage, beargrass, and Apache plume throughout the area. This small vegetation will last till about 7,500 feet in altitude. You know what? They're about 2 inches longer. About an inch and a half
¿Era de quemado?
Actually, we dropped it to 45 maximum. We used to put 50 on the hotel. But I think these are a bit heavier. New materials and glass, and it's a bit more weight.
Wow, qué cosa más
Coming up
linda.
on Tower 1, going to be a slight swing and sway. This tower puts us at 7,010 feet in altitude. It's 232 feet tall. In 1964, we began construction. Tower 1 here was actually the tallest man-made object in our entire state of New Mexico.
I'm scared.
All right, got a couple cool rock formations to check out after the tower. Opposite side of myself, we see a large boulder perched up on a pile of rocks. Kind of resembles a golf ball being ready to be teed into Albuquerque. And thanks to our awesome creativity here at the tram, we've given it the name Golf Ball Rock. Golf Ball Rock out there may not look it, but it is almost twice the size of the cabin you guys are in.
Wow.
I do see people rappelling off of that for practice all the time. Opposite side of Golf Ball Rock, off to my side, top of this hill, we have another formation in the shape of a cannon. You're guessing right, you call it Cannon Rock. Cannon Rock up there is just a little bit smaller than one of these cabins. The cool thing about Cannon Rock, though, up there is a gap in between the rock and the bottom rock it's perched up on. That gap is about as big as this front windshield here. You can sit under and hang out. It's pretty nice. Now, kitty corner to myself, you see this tall flat face rock, the line going through the center. Kind of reminds me of a bluegill. A lot of kids like to call it Dory from Nemo.
¿Está para acá al lado? ¿Dónde?
Alright guys, we take a look off to my side on the right hand side of this canyon up here.
Go in the middle over here.
A tall stack of rocks. That was not stacked up like all these formations. It was caused by weather erosion. We call that one Totem Pole Pinnacle. You guys take a look at the bottom base of Totem Pole Pinnacle and see that tall pine tree. You may be guessing, but Totem Pole Pinnacle rested about 7 stories tall from base to the top. Totem Pole Pinnacle also represents us entering what's known as the Ponderosa Belt, or known as the transitional zone. We're going to see more ponderosa pines up here. We are no longer in the Upper Sonoran Desert Valley. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these trees you see in this area or on this mountain have died off. This is due to the bark beetle infestation. Still quite a big problem here in the Sandia Mountains.
What beetle did you say?
Bark beetle. Yes, sir. And from what I hear from a lot of tram riders, it's quite a big problem across the whole United States here. So.
Wow.
Is it because of the noise they make, or they like bark? They kill the trees.
Yeah, they kill them. Eat them up and breathe
Cantitos de nieves ahí, mira.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, momentarily we will begin to slow down as we approach the second tower. When we get up to tower number 2, that's going to put us at 8,750 feet in altitude. Going to be another slight swing and sway when we cross, and we are not even going to be halfway there yet. Now, unlike the sister tower below at 232 feet tall, this tower here only rests at just over 80 feet tall. Both towers are drilled about 40 feet into the granite for their foundation.
Wow, está bien lejos ahora.
slight swing and sway when we cross, guys. All right, Tower 2 here, guys, brings us into the first of 3 beautiful canyons. This is known as Big Canyon. If we look ahead of us, we do notice our sister cabin approaching. When that cabin passes, that's going to mark our halfway point to the top of the mountain. It's a great opportunity for pictures and funny faces.
Wow, look at this. Wow, man. That's awesome.
All right, guys, us and our sister cabin there are connected to the same center hall cables, the center cable of the 3 that you see above us. The name of this system is a double reversible jig-back system. It is per band bottom. As they slow down to safely cross Tower 2, we're also going to have to slow down a bit here. Now at our slowest point, the deepest part of this canyon is the highest spot from ground to cabin at just over 960 feet off the ground.
I give it a time, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting back up to normal operating speed. We are coming across a lot of tall, jagged cliffs. Some of you folks may be wondering about rock climbers. You get quite a few of these guys in the mountains every year. Keep in mind that these folks are usually very experienced at what they do, or with people who are very experienced. This granite mountain here rests at about 1,350 million years old and is very brittle, as you can tell by all the cracks in the cliffside. Meaning these guys do not use a lot of pinch equipment and go freehand as much as possible. Taking this cliffside behind me here as Ego Boost Rock. Now, Ego Boost Rock here brings us to the second bottom in the entire Sandia mountain range. It is fairly decent size. A lot of it directly underneath this here is being soaked up by the source of water. And we do have quite a bit of wildlife here in the Sandias, just to name a few for you guys. We do have black bear, mule deer, mountain lions, bobcats, gray fox, ring-tailed cats, chupacabras, wild turkey.
Oh my lord.
We do see our fair share of peregrine falcons, red-tailed hawks, and golden eagles up here. Yeah, we did used to have a good number of longhorn sheep and goats. Unfortunately, a lot of those guys were hunted off in the early 1900s. They did try and reintroduce both the animals to the wilderness in the late 1940s. It turned out being a bit unsuccessful due to all the domesticated sheep and goat from the bottom, spreading diseases to the wildlife here in the mountains. Now, we may be noticing lots of pink and red tint inside of this granite rock. This is mostly due to the potassium feldspar inside, working in correlation with the quartz and mica in that solidified magma. During our sunset, give it a really bright pink glow. That is the original reason for the naming of the Sandias. Sandia being Spanish for watermelon. Good job. And the last canyon that we're going to go over here, guys, this is known as the Domingo Baca Canyon. Now, there is something interesting to see here. It's a bit hard to get the eye on, though. If we take a look off to my side, up at the very top of the tallest left-hand peak, just follow the skyline there, you'll see a small square rock house structure up there. This is known as Kiwanis Cabin. Kiwanis Cabin up there was built in the year 1933 by the Civilian Conservation Corps to help maintain trails and help with our ski area quite a bit in the late 1930s. At the time, the ski area was named La Madera. Now, that cabin up there was originally made out of wood. Fortunately, we do get lots of lightning strikes in the state of New Mexico. It was hit by lightning at a point and burned to the ground, which raises an eyebrow as to why they built the second one out of wood, but they did as well. That second one got blown off the top of that peak in a bad windstorm. We will get wind speeds on top of this mountain well over 100 miles an hour pretty often. Just like the story of the 3 little piggies, they finally got smart and they built that last cabin out of the limestone layers you see cresting the Sandias. Now, these limestone layers up here are pretty interesting in themselves. These limestone layers were actually formed later on by what's known as the ancient Pennsylvania seabed. About 340 million years is what the estimated age of those layers are. People do still find fossils up there very often.
Wow, mira.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are slowing down. We have just about made it to our top destination of 10,378 feet. Now, you folks do not have to take the next immediate tram car back down. You guys can stay up here and enjoy your time, have some fun, get some good pictures. Does not matter which tram car you guys get back on to come back down. Inside the upper terminal building, they won't hesitate to help you out. There are also restrooms in there, water fountain, and a few exhibits on the floral, fauna, and geological features of the mountain. I'm sorry to inform you guys that right now our high finance restaurant indicating to him that the lower tram car has safely docked to its valley all the way. Just a slight bit of time discrepancy there due to the counterweights at the top and bottom of the out. If you were to open that door and that light is still green, the cabin down there would be about 6 feet out of dock. Oops. So there's some way. Yeah.